Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela and today we'll continue with the second episode of The Witcher. The first episode was really good, was a lot of fun to watch, and I kind of feel bad for judging Harry before even seeing him as The Witcher. He does fit the role for my surprise, and you can see that he puts a lot of effort into portraying Geralt as best as he can. Unfortunately, we lost Renfrey. I feel really bad for her, for what she had to go through, and in a way I feel that so did Geralt. That's why he took her brooch at the end, kind of a reminder. We also lost Queen Calanthe of Sintra, the grandmother of Ciri East, and also Laszlo, and I don't know if Mossack is still breathing. They didn't show him dead, so who knows. Beside Geralt, we have the other main character, or at least for now, Cirilla, or Ciri for friends. She managed to escape in the woods from the Nilfgaardian army. She has also some powers, and I don't know, I think that's why they want her for her powers. Who knows exactly how powerful she is, or maybe they just want her so, to be sure that Sintra won't be rebuilt, there won't be anyone else to claim the throne. But of course, the most important of them all is Roach. Never forget about him. He's there, he's alive, and it's kicking. Also, in the first episode, I said that Geralt has only one sword, and it was wrong because I rewatched the episode. I actually didn't even have to watch all of it. I just watched it for fun. In the first minutes, when Geralt was fighting the Kikimora Roach, there was a few seconds of Roach, and you could clearly see the second sword on him. He is carrying the steel sword, so it was really wrong of me. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start, so without further ado, let's do this.
A daisy, not a rose.
Roses are cliche.
Daisies are cheap.
Who cares? It's a flower. Jennifer.
I heard your father makes you sleep with the pigs. Your own family doesn't even want you.
She has purple eyes. Should be Jennifer.
What is all this? Am I dead?
Oh, you're a virgin.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Your backhand is even more impressive than your magic.
My what? What's your name?
History. Wait, what's yours?
Jennifer of Vengerberg.
How much for this beast?
6.
4.
What are you doing?
Sold.
4 marks.
Wow. Less than a pig. Less than half.
You know what they will do. She's our daughter. She's no daughter of mine.
Wasn't your choice apparently. I came here to have a nice time. God damn it. This is totally not fair.
Stop right there.
Poison.
You mean they're poison? I should smell the fire. I can't be caught by him. Look, it's the Cintron flag. Come on, we're saved. Rat boy?
Rat boy though.
You're safe without a care.
Dandelion.
The pike with the spike that lurks in your drawers, or the flying drake that will fill you with horror.
Right, stop, fuck off! I'm so glad that I could just bring you all together like this. Unbelievable.
That must be Dandelion.
Come on.
He
You don't wanna keep
changes
a man with
armor.
bread in his pants waiting. You must have some review for me. 3 words or less.
Oh, I could be your barker. Spreading the tales of Geralt of Rivia, the butcher of Blaviken.
Oh, okay. After.
Come here.
He doesn't like that.
Come on, Roach.
You should have let me die. At least I had control over that.
Oh, that's adorable, Piglet. You weren't taking control. You were losing it.
Lift your stone without touching it. Use the incantation Zalil Ape.
I'm doing it. Your hand.
Oh. Guess it's the
This is the balance.
law of equivalent exchange.
There is no conjuring something from nothing. There is a give and a take.
There are elf haters. I killed them all.
So the thing with humans, the war with the elves, humans not liking, actually hating elves, is a thing in here too.
Technically, it was the elf's land first. Our brother died for that land.
And your father died for Calanta's selfishness. Your shoes. Let's get you a fresh pair, why don't we?
That'd be wonderful.
Don't take his shoes.
Don't worry, he's one of the clean ones.
Do you mind if I hop up there with you? It's just I'm not really wearing the right kind of footwear.
Don't touch Roach.
Okay, I like them two together.
Hello? What are we looking for again?
Blessed silence.
Yeah, I don't really go in for that. Shit! Act 2 begins!
What happened with you? You motherfucker goat.
I am Torque, the Sylvan, a rare and intelligent creature!
You're a dick.
I
Balls.
Did your motherfucker snowman? Ah!
You take weeks to lift your stone. You can't bend water. You struggle to perform the simplest physical tasks. And now you lie to me? Your worst fear makes such sense. Even if you were a beauty, still no one would love you. Catch lightning in a bottle.
That's impossible.
No, it's magic.
and she's fried. Like, why doesn't she tell him how to do it? I guess she wants to see who has the natural talent.
I did it.
Piglet, your turn.
Wow.
Your first night here at Ep02 Rosa, you tried to kill yourself. And tonight, you almost killed someone else. It is your job to control chaos, not to become it. You lie. You keep secrets. You succumb to emotion, to weakness.
No matter what you choose, you'll come out bloody and hating yourself. Trust me.
My elders worked with humans and got robbed of all they had. And when they fought back, they were slaughtered.
Show the humans that you are more than what they fear you to be.
Like you, Witcher. The Witcher could have killed me, but he didn't. He's different. Like us.
Don't call me human.
Like, in essence, like, Geralt's race is human. He was a human boy when they brought him to Kaer Morhen. But he went through so many mutations and experiments and trials that he can be considered quite human. That's first. And second, people hate him and fear him. Like, he's just another monster. You know, actually, he is considered to be a monster. They don't look at him as one of their own. And honestly, after all that humans did and still do, I wouldn't want to be called, you know, a human either.
Do you know whose skulls these are?
Dead people?
Dead elves. These elves built Aretusa. Elves are the original sorcerers of the continent. Elven mages taught the first humans how to turn chaos into magic. And then the humans slaughtered them.
My real father. He was half elf. His blood is why I'm cursed with a twisted spine.
Nothing.
Wow.
Simply wanted to know that you could control your emotions and get it from the boy.
But let me guess, he was using her also.
You've been working on her for months.
Oh, Stregopar.
You must be able to give me something.
He's looking younger.
Make Bernard proud.
She's part elf.
So Yennefer is before Geralt. So on the time is Yennefer, Geralt, and Ciri.
You stupid little shit! Pick it up and go! Go!
Jesus. Probably I should say that I feel sorry for her, but I don't. What's the third one? Oh. I'm sorry, what?
That whole reverse psychology thing you did on them was brilliant, by the way.
Kill me. I'm ready. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, valley of
Oh my god.
oh, valley of plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, valley of plenty.
Why it's actually good?
He thrust every elf far back on the shelf.
Elf on the shelf.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh, valley of plenty. Oh.
Whoa, there's a lot. Good job, Dandelion. So this is actually the next day. I had some things to do and I didn't have enough time to make this end part. I hope it's okay. Anyway, Yennefer is here, yay. I'm happy that they gave her a backstory. I don't know how accurate it is because, again, I haven't read the books. But I don't think it was ever in the games. Like, we never had a Yennefer's story in the games. So I really appreciate it. It gives her more depth of characters. I kind of understand where she's coming from and what her motivation is. She's hated by her father. Her mother didn't do much to stop him either, and probably everyone kind of hates her because the way she looks, and for the one that knows for her elven blood. I don't think that her elven blood was the reason for her hinged spine back, because, like, first of all, she can be the only mixed blood, and second of all, her father is also mixed blood. He actually has more elven blood in it. So does that mean he was, he had some problems as well? I believe it was only a coincidence, and they told her that because, the obvious hate for elves. The thing is, I think her powers comes from it. Because, like, opening a portal in her first try is, not an easy thing to do. The elves were the first to use magic, so maybe that's what gives her powers. Also, I feel her power is controlled by emotions, at least for now. She was scared when she opened her first portal, and also angry when she threw that lightning. Annika, Doralis, and Lars, the ones that couldn't capture the lightning, three of them were turned into elves, and I think it was power up Aretusa. I think this is what Filavandrel was talking about when he said that the chaos is synthetically modified. As she said, sometimes the best thing a flower can do for us is die. It's like the flower in the rock, of course, for the rock to levitate. The flower need to die, so the girls didn't have enough power, so they were more useful as power banks for the school. So the one that were chose to ascend were Sabrina, Fringilla, and Yennefer. And the reason why I think this set chose Yennefer is because she saw how ambitious she was, besides her power. Also, she saw that she's willing to do anything just so she could feel worthy. Also, Fringilla was, from what I remember in the third game, the Wild Hunt. She was in that organization Philippa made of sorceresses. So hard to pronounce it. And she was also helping at the end of the game. And yes, she was looking quite different, but I personally am not bothered by it. It's a fantasy series, it's not a historically accurate thing. There are witches, there are sorceresses, there are mages, there are elves, there are dwarves, there are sylvans, there are kikimoras, so anything works for me personally. But moving on, there is also Dandelion, and I'm so happy that it's in here. Didn't expect it. He's like kind of the comic relief, and he's doing a really good job. He's even sassier than the game version, and I'm all for it. Hopefully this is not the last time that I see him. It'll be fun seeing him in other episodes as well. It was nice finally seeing Filavandrel. I don't think I ever saw him in the games. Like, for sure in the third it wasn't. In the second I don't think so, and in the first, like, I don't remember. But I know it was talked about. And in the third game there is Gwent card. That for sure I remember. This episode felt like a history speed course on elves. All the three timelines were connected by them. From Yennefer, which is furthest into the past, we know that elves were the first to use magic. They were the ones that built Aretusa. But then humans came, the elves taught them magic, and humans, as a reward, start killing them, killing the elves in the Great Cleansing. Now from Geralt we met Filavandrel, the so-called King of Elves, hiding in the mountains with the remaining of the elves, starving and being scared for their lives because humans continue to hunt them down. He was also angry and he wanted to reclaim their land back. And the last part we got from Ciri 1 year before the Nilfgaardians attack on Sintra. The elves tried to reclaim some Sintran land in what it was called the Filavandrel uprising. Apparently he didn't took Geralt's advice to, move on. People died, a lot of elves died. Was that kid with elf ears around his neck. His brother died, and now he just kills whoever comes in his way as long as he's an elf. And that's weird and strange because, he's killing kids like Dara. He seemed like a nice kid and, he could be one of the victims and it's not fair. It was another great episode. Less action, more exposition. A lot of talking, but I really enjoy it. I like backstories. I like, knowing about characters, so I know why I love them or hate them. I need to have a reason. It's my opinion. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye.